Hey, Mike with Nerd Problems Gaming here, and today's video will be covering another huge Nintendo Eshop sale and 9 of the best RPG games worth buying this week, where every single game has a score of 8 or better on Metacritic, so let's get into it. Now the first game on today's list is Triangle Strategy. And this is a turn-based tactical RPG set in a fantasy world that centers around political conflict between 3 nations. And you'll play as Serenoa Wolfort, as he leads a band of heroes as they navigate political turmoil and try and maintain peace in the land. Now, it has a very strategic heavy focus on combat, and you'll have a variety of job classes to build your team out with. So things like warriors and mages and healers and archers and much more. And you'll need to strategically place them around a tiled map and maneuver them effectively to defeat enemies and complete other various objectives throughout combat. It has great 2D HD graphics and a branching story that really can change depending on the choices that you make throughout the game, which is really cool. And it can even lead to multiple different endings and changes to what heroes you can even recruit as part of your team throughout the game. I think if you like tactical RPGs, this one's a must play. The next game is NieR Automata. Now this is an action RPG with fast-paced combat that's set in a futuristic post-apocalyptic world and follows the story of multiple androids that are fighting a war against machines on Earth to try and save the world after an alien invasion has taken over. And so the game itself is very story-driven, but it also has a wide variety of combat elements to the game as well to really keep you engaged. And so the combat is mainly focused around hack and slash combat, but there's a bunch of different variety of combat in addition to that, including elements of shoot 'em ups, bullet hells, and more. There's even some action platforming elements as you explore the world to try and reach new areas, find secrets, and explore the land. Again, I think if you like action RPGs and a great story-driven adventure, this one's a must-play as well. The next game is Voice of Cards: Beasts of Burden. Now this is a unique turn-based RPG that blends board game elements, visual novels, and even some monster capture elements as well. And so you'll play through a quest of revenge as a young girl whose village was destroyed by monsters in a world where humans and monsters have been at war for eons, and humans have been forced underground in order to survive. And so you'll go on a quest to save humanity and unravel the mysteries of these monsters rampaging the land. And so again, combat is majority turn-based, where you'll play different cards to activate abilities of your different heroes. But in addition to that, it does have those monster capture elements where you can capture monsters and actually turn them into cards that you can later use in combat. And so this adds another layer of strategy, as you'll need to mix and match which monster cards you want to include in your set of usable cards for combat. And it's another cool twist on the monster capture genre. It also has some neat tabletop RPG elements incorporated, where as you explore the world, it's fully made up of cards and you'll need to move your pawn piece around the map to uncover new areas, find different treasures, and encounter secrets throughout the land. And it's also fully narrated, almost like coming from a dungeon master in a game of a tabletop RPG like Dungeons and Dragons. And so I think if you like turn-based RPG, board games, tabletop RPGs, and that style of gameplay, I would recommend it. The next game is Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Now this is a remaster of the classic PSP action RPG that's set as a prequel to the original Final Fantasy VII game. And you'll play as Zack Fair, a soldier of the Shinra Corporation, as he tries to track down a rogue missing soldier, Genesis, during the war between the Shinra Corporation and the land of Wutai. And so it has a great story that's fun to uncover throughout the game, but also has incredibly fun, fast-paced combat and addictive level-up mechanics. There's also a robust materia system built into the game where you can equip different materia to your character, and not only will this unlock different abilities for your hero, but depending on how you power them up, it can also lead to massive stat boosts as well. And so there's a really cool materia fusion system built into the game where you can mix and match different types of materials to create brand new versions, but also to carry over and enhance different stat boosts associated with the materia as well. So it really gives you a lot of freedom and flexibility with how you want to build your character. And it's really fun to continue to unlock these different materia types to build out a great character that fits your playstyle. There's also all kinds of different missions throughout the game, which are little optional challenges and mini dungeons that you can take on, each with their own objectives. And as you clear these, you'll be able to unlock new abilities, weapons and items, find new materia, and much more. And so it's super addictive to try and unlock all of these and to beef up your character throughout the gameplay. I think if you like action RPGs, this one's a must play as well. The next game is Dragon Quest XI. Now this is an epic turn-based RPG set in the Dragon Quest universe, and in this entry you'll play as the young luminary that's a hero that's destined to save the world. Unfortunately, they're basically framed to be an evil entity demon, and the world is on the hunt to defeat them. And so you'll need to overcome that and form a band of heroes as they need to work together to try and save the world. And it has a really compelling story with lots of twists and turns and a great art style from Akira Toriyama. And it's really a huge encompassing game, especially if you're a completionist trying to unlock and defeat everything. It has really fun turn-based combat, but an addictive level-up mechanic and progression system where characters will have skill trees that they can unlock and new abilities they can acquire for a variety of weapon types that each hero can equip throughout the game. This is one of my favorite entries of the Dragon Quest series, and if you haven't played this one yet, it's definitely worth picking up. The next game is Final Fantasy: The Pixel Remastered Edition. And this is a classic turn-based RPG that started the whole Final Fantasy series, and you'll play as 4 warriors of light as they try and restore the 4 crystals and to stop the evil fiends and chaos from destroying the world. And so as it starts off, you'll choose from a variety of hero types to build out your party. And this is things like warriors, black belts, thieves, white mages, black mages, and red mages. And each one of these will have a unique set of equipment types that they'll be able to equip, different play styles, and potential spells that they can learn throughout the game. And now the game is a bit more linear, but once you know what you're doing throughout the game, it does actually give you the option to beat some of the fiends in different orders throughout the game. But on top of that, it does have massive replay value, as you'll likely want to beat the game again and again, trying out different combinations of party types. And another neat element to the game is the fact that characters can class change later on in the game. So as you progress through the story, white mages will become white wizards, black mages, black wizards, warriors become knights, and on and on. And so it's really cool to have that distinct shift throughout the game, adding new powers and abilities to your heroes as you progress. The music in this game is great, and with this Pixel remaster, they've also fixed some of the user interface challenges that some of the early titles in the Final Fantasy series had. And so they've remastered that as well as upped the graphics in an enhanced pixel art style. This is a remaster of my favorite game of all time, so if you haven't played this game yet, I would definitely recommend it. The next game is Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince. Now this is a monster capturing turn-based RPG similar to the Pokemon series, but set in the Dragon Quest universe. And you'll play as a half-human, half-demon prince as they go on a quest of revenge to rid themselves of an evil curse placed on by their father that prevents them from attacking monsters. And so you'll need to go on a quest to capture different monsters and train them to seek out your revenge and to defeat your father and remove the curse. And throughout this game, there's a huge lineup of monsters, over 500 different enemy types you can build a team from. And this really leads to some strategic combat as well, where you can mix and match a huge team of monsters of 8 in total with combat, where you'll have 4 active at a time, and you can mix and match them throughout combat as well. And so it's really cool trying out all kinds of different combinations and a whole lot of fun to build up these different monsters and to create your ultimate party. And so not only can you capture monsters throughout the game, you'll also be able to synthesize them to try and build out your collection of monsters and to, again, create your ultimate team. I think if you like the Dragon Quest series as a whole and are a fan of monster capture games or series like Pokemon, you'll like this one as well. The next game is Romancing Saga Minstrel Song Remastered. Now this is a retro turn-based RPG that's been remastered and follows the plot of a world on the edge of destruction as an evil god tries to destroy the world. And so you'll actually pick from one of 8 different heroes to play as, each with their own unique story and different starting location, but eventually all of these heroes will team up and work together towards this overarching goal of defeating this evil god. And so it still has more of that traditional turn-based combat to the game, but the level up and progression system is where the game gets a little bit interesting and a bit more unique. And so instead of your standard gaining experience and leveling up, you'll basically be able to level up your stats depending on what actions you're taking in battle. And so it'll build out your abilities and stats based on how you use your weapons and armors and skills in more of a random fashion, and almost has a feel of like the classic Final Fantasy II level up system. And so that can be quite addicting as well to build out your ultimate team. There's also a variety of different character classes that you can progress and level up throughout the game as well. And I think if you like retro turn-based RPGs, this one's worth checking out as well. The final game on our list is Collection of Mana. Now the great news is this is actually 3 games in one, and it's a collection of classic action RPGs, Final Fantasy Adventure, Secret of Mana, and Trials of Mana. And throughout Final Fantasy Adventure, it's actually a Game Boy title that's pretty simplistic, but it's a fun action RPG where you'll play as a hero that's trying to save the world from a Dark Lord trying to control the mana tree. In Secret of Mana, you'll play as 3 young heroes as they try and stop an evil empire from taking over the world by using the power of the Sword of Mana. And finally, Trials of Mana, players will choose a party of 3 from a total of 6 different character classes and types, and you'll create a party to take on evil forces that are trying to use the power of mana to destroy the world. And so this third game has quite a bit of replay value, as you'll likely want to replay it with multiple combinations of characters, but each one of these is a fun adventure that focuses on action combat. And if you're looking to relive some great classic action RPGs, I would definitely recommend it. But again, that wraps up today's list of 9 of the best RPGs worth buying in this latest Nintendo Switch eShop sale. But let us know in the comments below, are there any of these games that you'll be picking up now that you know that they're on sale? Have you played any of them before? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button as it really helps out the channel.
And another really cool way you can help support the channel is we actually partnered with a game store, Nutmeg Games. So if you like board games, Pokemon cards, Magic cards, and more, be sure to head to nutmeggames.com/nerdproblemsgaming and use our promo code nerdproblemsgaming at checkout. You'll get 10% off your order and help support the channel at the same time. So if you want to take advantage of those great deals, be sure to head there as well.
And if you like videos like this on video games, board games, and everything nerdy, check out one of our other videos here. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to get the latest updates of new nerd videos we put out. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.